This is Randy Bell with the Courier podcast, the place to come for the latest Clinton news. Clinton could soon have a medical marijuana ordinance, even though those businesses currently can't legally operate in the city. The Board of Aldermen voted in April to opt out of the new state law which authorizes the production and sale of medical marijuana in Mississippi. But it's being forced to take a new look at the issue after the city received petitions which appear to have a sufficient number of signatures to prompt a medical marijuana referendum.
No board wants to be caught unprepared when it comes to its ordinances and regulations.
That was Alderwoman Ricki Garrett after an August 17th work session during which the board discussed ways to regulate medical marijuana in Clinton. Even though state law limits what cities and counties can do, Garrett said,
there is an attorney general's opinion that we think gives the cities even more regulatory authority or permission, basically, to set those regulations.
The opinion could be challenged in court, but Garrett wants Clinton to use it in shaping its medical marijuana ordinance.
We probably ought to be as restrictive as we possibly can be, and then if we have to back off of that, then we can.
One proposal is to limit medical marijuana businesses to a commercial medical district, which would also be available to other medical providers who wish to locate there. Cities like Southaven have created such districts. If the signatures on the petitions are verified, the city would have 60 days to hold the election, but it could head off the vote by reversing its earlier decision and opting in to medical marijuana. Garrett said the board seems open to discussing that option.
I think there is some concern about the $20,000 or so cost of an election, particularly when the voters have already said that they want this.
Mayor Phil Fisher in April said he would veto any attempt to opt in. Regardless of which direction the board goes, Alderman Jim Martin said having an ordinance in place is a healthy way to handle it. He says it may sound sort of backwards to approve the regulations first before the businesses are even allowed.
But by going through the process of putting together regulations, it helps us better to identify the issues, and then it makes it easier for us to make that decision on whether to opt in or remain out or let it go to a vote, petition vote.
Katie Snell represents a company which wants to grow and process medical marijuana in a facility at the Clinton Industrial Park. She would prefer that the board opt in.
It just costs any county or city less, and it's faster, and it's just easier.
Some of the issues the board discussed at its work session included security requirements for medical marijuana operations and odor control. But Snell said the businesses
have no interest in smelling bad or having security issues, and they put a lot of money into avoiding that.
Clinton Police Chief Fort Heyman has made it clear he opposes medical marijuana in the city, but he supports the work the aldermen are doing to regulate the industry.
I think it's up to the board to hammer out the best possible ordinance that helps everybody.
I'm Randy Bell.